The Nazi Twink ruining Instagram by TDT. I got no idea what this is, but again, it appears that the Nazi femboys reign supreme again. What is this weird trope that that I've been seeing, right? People like this being Nazis. Well, let's see if he's actually a Nazi, right? Let's genuinely see there, right? Because fun fact, I'm gonna straight up say this: you cannot be a Nazi if you're German, because if you're not German, because that would be a hypocrisy. Just so you know. Which is why when somebody says they're like a Nazi, I'm like, are you actually like German? Because if you're not, you can't be. Like, you don't get the members card, basically. Anyways, we'll look at this. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. Let's see. I'm curious. I'm very curious who this is and what's going on. Why is he holding the Dutch flag? That's like the question I'm having.
The most liberal, pro-immigration, globalist party has taken power.
So if you spend a lot of time doom scrolling on Instagram, you've probably come across a lot of Save Europa-ass content, most likely exported.
Account based in India. Well, there's a lot of supposed US accounts who are based in India, the more you know. Or just Europe accounts who are based in India. It's really funny. Or Pakistan.
Fresh from India, and one content creator that I just keep getting spammed with no matter how many times I click not interested is this dancing twink making boilerplate far-right talking points. His handle name is Merrick Star, but he often goes by King
Twink 3, the third. King of the Twinks. Help. 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 You're not gonna tap that link. Don't tell me this man has an OnlyFans, does he?
Twink the third in his videos. I don't know who the fuck King Twink the first or second were. I guess we're going to see later that this motherfucker wrote a whole ass book on the matter, which might explain it to us. But either
the history of the Twink dub. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. That's wild.
way, he has almost 130k followers, and Merrick went from being a small account posting about acting to posting about being a white nationalist gay cum addict who loves Hitler.
I've done nothing but fight for Europe's salvation, while others sought comfort and compromise. I have labored without rest, without distraction, giving every moment to our common cause.
If we go to the very beginning of Merrick's Instagram page, you can see that his branding was very different. The first post that is still up is a scene from some work he did. The caption reads,
I need to see some actual Nazi stuff. I haven't seen anything, right? I haven't seen... Being pro-Europe does not mean Nazi. That's not what it means. Right? Because Nazis did not just believe in, like, supposed white supremacy, but specifically German supremacy. Now, some countries do fall into that category, like Denmark supposedly falls into that. Nordic countries fall into that. Austria, some parts of France. Yeah. But, do you guys claim him? Nope. But I haven't seen anything yet. I need to see some proper evidence.
Enjoy this 50-second glimpse into my creative process. Today, we know Merrick as dressing up as a king, and you can see very early on there were signs of his interest in history and royalty and all of that. There's an early post about the George IV state diadem. The caption is about how he appreciates the history, especially as an artist, and the beauty and intricacy of such a historical piece and all of that. But during this time, Merrick would just post about acting, making observational comedy about the trials of being an actor and so on, and this would go on for months with modest viewership. Then, suddenly, his posts shift to mostly him in his king outfit and makeup with the soft light filter on. Things would escalate when Merrick uploads a reel about searching for a boyfriend.
So, I'm looking for a boyfriend. This is serious. I even made a specific email just for this. boyfriend@merrickstar.com. Let me tell you what I'm looking for. First of all, I'm Merrick Star. I'm an actor, model, influencer, and yes, the king of acting. I'm currently standing in front of Balmoral Castle, and I'm looking for someone to stand by my side. Someone kind, caring, emotionally available, and fun. You should know how to love life. Go out.
Okay, so he was just like looking for a boyfriend and suddenly starts yapping about God. That's kind of That can't work. That can't work. No, National Socialism is not socialism in the classic sense. They did very much apply socialist policies, right? They did. But it was more so a mixture of like multiple things.
Travel, hike, explore, be passionate about something. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it drives you. There's some children fighting behind me. I'm looking for someone who's confident, knows how to dress, takes care of themselves, and honestly someone good looking. If you're blonde or ginger, you've got an advantage. If you're a great person, I'm open to anything, really. Age range, 18 to 25 is ideal. There's children around me now. So funny. It's so funny. Age, 18 to 25 is ideal. If you're a little older and you have your life together, maybe I'll make an exception. I'm based in Prague, but I travel all the time, so distance isn't really an issue. I'll move for the right person. Ideally, you speak English, and if you're from an English-speaking country, even better. If this sounds like you, email me at boyfriend@mericstar.com.
All right, boys. Boys, if you're gay, I've got an offer to make you. He receives boyfriend. You receive right-wing twink. Boys, here he is.
I'm waiting for my king or queen consort to join me. Don't be shy. Life's too short.
Queen? You asked for a boyfriend. It's very obvious that you be the woman in the relationship. Wait, hold up.
In a follow-up, Merrick uploads reasons why you should date me, which gets a lot of attention with over 100,000 views and a comment section full of horny gay guys. This is where Merrick realized that he had cracked the code to virality. Merrick also has a few I'm not like other girl type posts.
Other girls, makeup, fake nails, long hair, jewelry, designer back, tight clothes. This summarizes women in this era, at least Western women, quite a bit. Except that they don't have weird noses. Still pretty accurate though.
You know, like, you won't find me in a club, you might find me chilling at a castle. During this time, Merrick would actually find a boyfriend. But unfortunately for Merrick, this relationship was very short-lived. Basically, Merrick was pumped and dumped by a guy from Australia, no less. I swear it wasn't me, guys. But this would lead Merrick to go...
It was him. It was him. It was him. Might be bi. Yeah, it was him. Interesting. Okay, let's see where this goes. I'm curious. Let's see where this goes.
On a moot-style rant about how he hates Australians. And I can't blame him. I've done the same thing. Like, you know, the rant that is not getting pumped and dumped by men.
What's a Christian mindset? A Christian mindset begins with this: truth above comfort, God above all. You speak honestly, even when it costs you. You treat others with the same level of fairness you hope to receive, because that's what real faith demands. You don't become a servant of money, or to status, or to anyone who pretends to stand higher than God. No government, no family, no fame, no power. None of it is greater than him. You keep your words true, your heart just, and your eyes fixed on the one who is above it all. That is the Christian mindset: to live in truth, to walk in fairness, and to place God where he belongs first.
So after the hot...
Okay, that was fine. Okay, he stepped down the Christian line. Okay, I think like kind of he's LARPing though. He's definitely LARPing. I don't think he means it the way he says it. I think it's just playing a role. I don't think he means that very literally. I think he does play a role. I do not believe him, to be honest. Okay, that's not horrible.
Break, you can see Merrick starts getting political. You get "should we normalize royals" posts, and eventually a Christian verse, and then a complete pivot towards Christian posting. That Aussie "duh" will make you believe in God, bro. That be hitting different. What's funny though is at the same time that he starts grifting off of right-wing Christians, Merrick adopts the moniker King Twink III. He starts world building about the Twinkdom and all this gay shit like Butt Sex Castle, Lord Dickus Suckus II. He also starts posting fantasy adventure reels where he has discovered a dungeon or castle, but it's all related to butt sex and lube and cum.
Again, it's very obvious that he's LARPing. I don't think... he's definitely... I wouldn't classify him as a Nazi. Definitely not. This does not make sense. This does logically not make sense. Nah. Can't even be. Sorry, mission failed. Mission failed. I just think he's LARPing. He's just acting like it, but that's about it.
Hi, I'm King Twink III, and welcome to Masturbation Street, the city where masturbation was developed, founded by Sir Cumsalot several hundred years ago.
Diabolical. Yeah, he's just LARPing. That's funny though.
Along with Twinkleberry Applebottom III, the great Twink Lord. Behind you can see the butt plug of Grand Gaylord Milkvan Prostate.
What the fuck? Yeah, he's just LARPing as a gay royal. That's literally it. I don't see the issue yet. I don't see the issue yet. I don't see the issue yet. Of course he's just lying and not obviously talking about the stuff that he means, but like I don't see the problem yet.
The first is so sexy. The butt plug is making a sound. If you excuse me, I'm going to go jerk off with the.
Because like, why would right-wing people look at this, right? Because like in the minds of people that are not right-wingers hate everyone that's just LGBTQ. So this wouldn't make much sense.
Fanboys inside the church, and then we're going to continue.
So on one reel, it's like Christian nationalists saying, I agree with this. And then on another reel, it's like all horny gay dudes. I'm sure it's actually the same people in both comment sections. This brings us to the 2025 self-published book, The History of Twinkdom, the complete timeline, available on Amazon for $10 in paperback, authored under his...
Who wants to be the lucky guy or gal that wants to read this? I'm gonna send it to you.
His royal moniker, King Twink III, and the book serves as like a record of his mythical queer civilization that he's made up, and it chronicles figures like Twink the Conqueror, Twink the Baptizer, and rival rulers.
Twink the Usurper and Twink the Confessor. That is an interesting one. That is an interesting one. Hell no. How about no? Why do you want to not read this? This is miserable. Yeah, but I feel Doc read. Nah, bro. You couldn't get me to read this on my life. I'd rather die. I'd rather go back and go on the date with that arrogant woman. Okay, so we got Twink. We got a gay man LARPing as a Christian, and then LARPing as a gay king. That is what we have here. Interesting.
Such as King Femboy Aurelius Fluffington.
King Femboy Aurelius Fluffington. Like top level literature there. Why not? Nah, I got one. Nah, bro. This is out of control.
In the third. I mean, on God, we are not buying this shit. But Merrick has a reel about how Christians should be kind to gays and accept them, but then
well, yes, that is true. Yes. Christians should be kind to gays, right? Nobody says in the Bible that that's not the case. That shouldn't be the case, right? Nobody in the Bible says you should hate gays. Nobody says that. That is not the case. But I hate these people.
After he posts about how God saved him from being gay, and now he's
just LARPing. You cannot tell me. This is like some social experiment. This is just some social experiment. For real. What are we doing? I'd rather be stuck with a fairy from the Monster Girl Encyclopedia and having to read this. I feel like you believe that this is actually a fun time instead. Because why would you oddly pick that? I don't know what fairies do in the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. I don't want to know, but regardless.
Is a based monarch. It's like he's literally A/B testing to see if he should pander to a far-right audience or not.
He's a base monarch, and then he looks like the late British Queen. Crazy.
Completely transparently and shamelessly. You then get to the Europe for Europeans arc. I have no idea what to make of this. It's like a comment section full of people supporting his far-right statements, but like in a homosexual and horny way.
I mean, I very much agree, because, you know, Europe for Europeans, just like Japan for Japanese, China for Chinese, India for Indians. Like, I don't think anybody should disagree with that, right? In my humble opinion. Right, Poke? And the Bible must known about gays.
And speaking of Europeans, I have no idea where he is from. It says he is British on all.
He's British. He doesn't really sound with a British accent, but that's that. Young King David had like a boyfriend. Yeah. What annoys me more so is when it comes to the Bible is like, oh, the Bible was promoting this. No, it was reporting on this, right? It's just like, I don't like this. It's just both are horrible options, just so you know, if you want to keep your sanity, recommend not looking it up. I'm not going to.
All of his bios everywhere, like on his IMDb, but he obviously has an accent, and sometimes he is in Czech Republic or the Netherlands waving their flags, and either way, Merrick...
Yeah, he doesn't... I don't think he's from the UK. It does sound like he might be Dutch. Very much. It does sound like that. Yeah, sure. It definitely does.
Would begin posting more and more ethno-nationalist content. Eventually, Merrick would start posting Holocaust denial reels and posting about the...
Okay, now we got the part. Now we got the part. The Holocaust did happen. Just to say, it did happen. Interesting. This video's getting demonetized now because holy fuck. I said the word. It was vastly shunned upon for sure. Yeah, it's how you look like to look at it, I guess. Yeah, for me it's like it doesn't promote it. It doesn't say it's wrong either. Well, it does. It depends.
Jewish question. Typically, these reels include him dancing horribly with Save Europa-ass music, including remixes of Hitler speeches, and what cracks me up is just how much engagement this far-right content gets. In my view, Merrick is clearly a grifter just trying to do anything to go viral with little long-term plan, and it's funny how supportive the comments are when he makes these far-right posts, and how white nationalists will literally just watch anything, even if it includes literal butt sex and cum, and just completely contradicts their worldview. But this profitability of pandering to the far right probably explains a lot of what's going on the internet right now, such as the account based in India phenomenon that we have seen.
I'm not gonna lie though. I have to say this without a shred of doubt in my mind though. This new feature of Twitter that gives out the location of where that account is based in, I think it is not as great as people make it out to be, because people are using it as just as an argument. Oh, you're from this country, so your opinion doesn't matter. I really don't like what that did to it's just like, I'm like, it doesn't make much sense to me, right? I'm like, if you use that, it's like, even if they make a good point, right? They're from India. Like, oh, you're from India, so your opinion doesn't matter. I don't like that system. It's just really frustrating. I'm okay with that plan. Just let him meet a creeper, I guess.
Seen recently, especially with X adding a new feature where you could see where accounts were located.
Imagine you get pumped and dumped by an Australian guy, and this is what you turn into. Oh boy, that is miserable. It's just, ugh.
It is a goldmine for right-wing content right now, and literally anybody can do it. Here he is dancing to Save Europa music with the text "The sun will rise again," this being a right-wing dog whistle and reference to the black sun, a white nationalist neo-Nazi symbol. In the last few weeks, Merrick has also begun posting that he is indeed looking for a girlfriend, having seemingly deconverted from being gay.
So I need a girlfriend, and I know this is a controversial statement because I used to be gay, as you know, and I've had a lot of comments of people saying that I don't need a boyfriend or a girlfriend and that I need to focus on myself. But
I don't think he's a Nazi. I think he's just like doing whatever it takes to generate views, right? Bad publicity is still publicity, right? I think that's the case. Well, that's about it. I genuinely don't believe this guy is a Nazi. I just believe he just does anything. Whatever works. It's like random bullshit go. Throw something at the wall and see what sticks.
the thing is, I do value myself.
And at the end of the day, you need to realize this is Instagram. Don't take it. I take Instagram as serious as I take TikTok. I don't. I just straight up don't.
Feel like I want someone who can care for me.
What's funny about this one is in the comments, you even see people actually believing he's like in the process of a genuine religious conversion. This is also funny considering Merrick every once in a while makes like a left-leaning reel, so he just throws in like a feminist talking point every now and then. He has been straight for a week and is already a performative male, but again, this is more of the A/B testing, seeing how he can get engagement. So that's the story of Merrick Star. I really wish I could get this guy off my feed.
Yeah. It's just like, he exists. That's pretty much it. It's very ironic since your country is as bad as England, very far left. It's just funny. It's just funny that we essentially now have people LARPing as right-wingers that aren't right-wing, right? It's just funny. We are in trying times. Hey, at least he's not Keir Starmer, right? At least he's not Keir Starmer. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.